Have you ever noticed that getting smarter doesn't feel like getting stronger? When you work out, you feel the burn, you sweat, you see clear signs of progress. But with learning, it's quiet. You don't feel it happening. And because it's silent, most people assume they're not improving. So instead of building small habits that compound, they chase big dramatic changes. They try to read 50 books a year, or learn a new skill in 1 month, or suddenly become productive. And when that fails, which it usually does, they start believing something is wrong with them. Maybe you've felt this too. It's that slow fear that you're falling behind, that other people are advancing while you're stuck, it's that you're not as sharp or as fast as you wish you were. But here's the good news. No one really tells you. You don't get smarter from massive efforts. You get smarter from tiny decisions repeated consistently. And these decisions, when added up, create a kind of compound interest for your brain. In this video, we're going to explore 7 small decisions that quietly make you smarter over time. Not dramatic changes. Not intense routines. Just little choices that, when done daily or weekly, reshape how fast you learn, how deeply you think, and how clearly you understand the world. You'll learn things like why 5 minutes of active recall beats an hour of passive reading, a tiny decision that stops mental clutter from blocking your focus. The one improvement rule that makes any skill feel easier. And a simple, almost invisible habit that turns your everyday life into lessons by the end. I want you to see learning the same way you see compounding interest. Slow at first, unstoppable later. Let's begin. The 7 decisions. 1. The 2-minute note rule. Write 1 small note every day. Let's start with a simple one. Every day, take 2 minutes to write down something you learned, something you noticed, or something you realized. Just 1 line, not a page, not a journal entry. 1 line. Why does this matter? Because your brain forgets almost everything it doesn't convert into language. When you write even a tiny note, you convert a loose thought into a stored memory. I started this during a stressful period when I felt like I wasn't learning anything. After a week, I read my notes and realized I had actually learned a lot. I just wasn't aware of it. This rule forces your brain to register growth. Don't turn it into a journaling habit. That pressure kills consistency. Keep it small. Tiny is what makes it sustainable. To the ask 1 question per day rule, smart people aren't the ones who know the most. They're the ones who question the most. So here's a quiet decision that grows your intelligence long term. Ask 1 genuine question every day. It could be, why is this done this way? What's the principle behind this? What am I not seeing here? Questions activate curiosity, and curiosity activates learning. During college, I had a friend who seemed naturally smarter. Later, I realized his advantage wasn't intelligence. It was his habit of asking 1 thoughtful question in every class. Over time, that habit made him understand things more deeply than everyone else. Don't overthink the quality of your question. Even simple ones create mental openings that compound. 3. The active recall microsession. This one is surprisingly powerful. Once a day, pick something you studied or read recently and try to recall it without looking. Just 5 minutes. Why? Because active recall rewires your brain far more efficiently than passive reviewing. If reading is like pouring water into a cup, active recall is like building the cup. Imagine you read a chapter about memory techniques. Instead of rereading it tomorrow, ask, what were the 3 main ideas again? Even if you only remember 1, you've strengthened the memory. Don't try to recall huge amounts. Recall 1 thing at a time, tiny, focused, consistent. For the 1 improvement rule, every skill is made of tiny components, micro skills. But most people try to improve everything at once and get overwhelmed. So here's a better decision. Choose 1 micro skill to improve each week. For example, if you're learning math, gives improved drawing cleaner diagrams. If you're learning guitar, gives improve finger placement on 1 chord. If you're studying faster, gives improve reducing highlight overload. Just 1 small improvement. When I first learned video editing, I tried mastering cuts, color grading, audio effects, everything. I burned out quickly. Then I switched to improving 1 thing per week. 12 weeks later, my skill level had doubled without stress. That's the compound effect of microfocus. Don't choose big improvements. Choose microscopic ones. They build momentum. 5. The silent minutes before you start studying or working. Sit for 2 minutes and just think. No phone, no music, no task switching. Just sit and ask yourself, what's the smartest first step right now? You'll be shocked how often your brain gives you a clear answer. Why is this so powerful? Because most of the wasted time in learning comes from poor starting points. 2 minutes of silence reduces that waste more than most people expect. If you're about to study biology, instead of picking up the book randomly, the silent minute might direct you to review last session's summary first, saving you 20 minutes of disorientation. Don't try to meditate. This isn't meditation, it's orientation, a gentle pause that aligns your mind. 6. The input-output balance rule. A huge reason people feel not smart enough is because they consume too much and create too little. Learning becomes lopsided. So here's a small decision that balances your brain. For every 30 minutes of consuming knowledge, spend 2 minutes producing something. It could be explaining an idea out loud, summarizing what you learned, writing a tiny message to yourself, teaching a friend, drawing a diagram. The small output turns fragile knowledge into durable memory. I once created a simple voice note after reading a chapter, just a 30-second summary. Weeks later, I remembered the chapter perfectly, not because I'm smart, but because I converted input into output. Don't aim for perfect output. It's not a performance. It's a reinforcement loop. 7. The future self-check. This is the most important decision of all. Before you choose what to do, watch a video, scroll, study, read, rest. Ask, what would my next month self want me to do right now? Your future self is smarter than you. They've already lived through the consequences. They know what you'll regret and what you'll be grateful for. This tiny shift in perspective quietly improves your choices. Next month you doesn't want you to memorize everything today. They just want a cleaner summary page. Next month you doesn't need you to be perfect. They just need consistent small wins. Don't treat this like a moral judgment. It's not about guilt. It's about alignment. You're making decisions with the person you're becoming. What can go wrong before we close? Let's go through a few common mistakes that make learning harder than it needs to be. 1. Expecting progress to feel exciting. Most learning feels boring. That's not a sign of failure. It's a sign of normalcy. 2. Comparing yourself to faster learners. People who seem naturally smart usually have tiny habits built over years. You just don't see them. 3. Trying to optimize everything. Improvement thrives on simplicity. Choose less, but choose consistently. 4. Overworking. When motivation hits a giant surge of effort creates burnout. Small daily effort creates compound growth. 5. Waiting for the perfect system. Start imperfectly. You can refine as you grow. Remember, good enough daily beats perfect occasionally. Key takeaways. Here are the 7 small decisions again. 1. The 2-minute note rule. 1 small note each day. 2. Ask 1 question per day. Curiosity compounds. 3. Active recall microsession. 5 minutes of recollection. 4. The 1 improvement rule. Micro skill upgrades weekly. 5. The silent minutes. Orient your mind before work. 6. Input-output balance. Small outputs. Keep knowledge alive. 7. The future self-check. Make choices from the next month perspective individually. These decisions seem tiny, almost too tiny, but together, they change the way your brain learns. It's the same principle as compound interest. Nothing happens. Nothing happens. And then suddenly everything happens. If you take anything from this video, let it be this. You don't become smarter overnight. You become smarter quietly, gradually, choice by choice, day by day. Try just 1 of the 7 decisions today. Just 1. You'll feel it shift something inside you. And if this video helped you, feel free to like, subscribe, or share your experience in the comments. I'd love to know. Which small decision are you going to start with?